Hey guys, welcome back to another WANTTV autocomplete interview. I'm your host Gabby, and today's special guest is
Mr. P. First time in front of the camera instead of being behind the camera yet.
Yeah. The autocomplete interview is where we ask faculty here at FHS some of the most asked questions about them by the students. And I think we should get started.
Okay, so here we go for the first question. Let's see here. Oh. What inspired Mr. P to start WANTTV? Well, actually, Gabby, I didn't start WANTTV. It was actually an idea from the students.
Really?
Yeah, the student government president one time said, is there a way that we can do like the announcements in the cafeteria? And I said, yeah, we probably could do that. But that's when we had TVs in every classroom and TVs in the cafeteria. And we recorded it on tape and we just pushed it in and pressed play. So it started off with student government, with the idea.
Oh, but do you think that you took like kind of like inspiration from like any other type of like, you know, like I guess like companies out there or anything like that?
Well, when she first approached me, I was like, okay, we can do it, but I didn't want it to be like your traditional, you know, school announcement. I wanted to kind of have like a, you know, a little flavor to it. And at that time, BET and MTV was doing a lot of shows highlighting young people and had this like round table type of effect to it. So I used MTV and BET as the inspiration behind it.
Nice.
Okay, another one. What made Mr. P begin the AVAs? Well, I was nominated for a local Emmy Award out of Philadelphia, and I had an opportunity to go to a Mid-Atlantic Emmy presentation where they had the red carpet and, you know, they showed the videos, and I was so inspired by that, just taken back by it, because it was where you got a chance to be honored by your peers. And even though I was nominated and I didn't win, all right, I loved the experience. And so when I became a teacher, I thought, what better way to kind of like expose my students to that same type of idea. And award shows were really big back then. You know, we had, you know, the Academy Awards, the Emmy Awards, but MTV, once again, and BET started having their own award shows. So I thought it would be a great format to use to highlight the students' work.
The process of trying to like create the AVAs, was it like hard, or what was it like back then?
I just wanted it to be like this marquee event that was fun. I didn't want to just play the kids' videos. I just wanted it to be like entertainment. I wanted to have like AVA girls. I wanted to have hosts to kind of give them their awards. I wanted to have like little mini Oscars. So I really wanted to replicate it of like the real shows that, you know, kids saw on TV. Oh, this is a long one. Okay. What has been Mr. P's most memorable moment teaching at FHS? Wow. I would say the most memorable moment would be when my students come back and share their experiences after high school, whether they decided to major in film and television in college, or started their own business, or working at, you know, a TV station, or producing a music video, and they wanted to kind of like share what they've been doing. I think that's the most exciting thing for me, when I see my students come back and actually utilizing the skills that they learned in the class out in the real world.
Yeah, it's nice to know that you kind of were like a change and like, you know, in a way, you know, to help them.
That's cool. What has influenced Mr. P's themes for the AVAs? You know, sometimes they come to me like, you know, sitting on the beach on vacation somewhere. Sometimes students come up with an idea for a theme. But like this year's theme was, you know, since we're celebrating 20 years, you know, I kept on thinking about, well, how can we honor 20 years of aspects? And then the idea of past, present, future came out. So I wanted to kind of, you know, look back at our past and honor the past, but also recognize the present students that are in the program, and then look forward to the future. So each year it's kind of influenced either by, you know, things that I've been associated with, or just something just comes into my head and say, hey, that would be a great theme for the AVAs. Oh, this is a little tricky one here. You got this one on here tight. Okay. Oh, what is Mr. P looking forward to in retirement? Good question. As a teacher, you almost feel like you're retiring every summer. right? Because you have the summer off, right? So last summer I was like, what would it be like, you know, if I spent like the summer, like as this is my first year of retirement, right? So I'm looking forward to spending time with my grandkids, spending time with my immediate family, doing a lot of traveling, and then working on some personal projects that I've been dying to work on, but I just haven't had a chance to do because of my busy schedule.
Right, so the work's not done at all.
It's not done at all. I'll still be working.
Never done.
How will Mr. P reinvent what the AVAs are for this year? Oh, that's as I said, I think we're going to reinvent what it was like 20 years ago. That's our idea. 20 years, technology has changed, Franklin has changed, students have changed. We went from, you know, just being introduced to YouTube 20 years ago to now we have YouTube, we have, you know, all kinds of social media, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, right? We have cell phones that now record and edit. So we want to kind of take a look at the past 20 years and see how technology has changed, but one thing that's always remained the same is the talented students here in Franklin, and that has not changed. I mean, every year we produce some, you know, thought-provoking videos produced by high school students, and if you compare those videos from 2005 or 2004 to now, it almost looks the same, right? What will Mr. P take away from time spent at FHS? All the friendships, all the students and the memories. Believe it or not, as students, like the 20 years, those kids that graduated 20 years ago, they're now adults. Yeah. And some of them are my friends. Some of them we have now became colleagues. Some of them I've worked for, right? They've called me up and said, hey, you want to work on a project? I'm like, yeah, or some of them I've hired them to work for me. So I think that's what I'm going to take away, just, you know, all the memories I've had with my students, that it doesn't stop once they graduate, that it continues on as they become adults.
Yeah, and it's great to work with people you already know.
Yeah, you know, and to see them, some of them are doing way better than me. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. All right. What is something Mr. P can tell us about this year's AVAs? Well, I don't want to spoil it, so they're going to have to come and check it out.
June 7th.
June 7th. All right. It's definitely going to be a movie. All right. And there's going to be a lot of surprise guests. It's going to be a ton of fun. And you better get your tickets now.
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone was able to, you know, learn a little bit more about Mr. P. I know I certainly have, you know, having him, you know, this year, while many have had him in the past. And yeah. And, you know, it's sad to see him leave, but he's left definitely a mark here at FHS. And, yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. And I love this process. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, of course.
See you in the halls, Franklin.
And remember, June 7th, AVAs.
7th.
You guys better come.